Light is in my eye. Hey y'all, hey, come on in, come on in. It's the Caravan of Dreams, the redo. Y'all know what it is. It's Monday, it's 8 something, and we are here. Come on in. Make sure you like and share, like and share. Tell somebody to tell somebody that the Caravan of Dreams is on. Hey Vanessa. Hello, hello. Hey y'all. Y'all make sure you like and share, like and share. Tell somebody to tell somebody that the Caravan of Dreams is on. All right. Hmm. Yeah, when you come in, say hello so we know who's on here today. Just know we appreciate you definitely for joining us. Hello. Hey, y'all. Hey, everybody. Thank y'all for joining us. We appreciate you. Hey, everybody. Hey, y'all. Come on in. Come on in. All right. All right. So we're going to go on and get started. We don't want to hold y'all, lest we hold y'all too long. You know what I'd be wondering? So is it, are we like at least me because it's yours. So when I'm on here, then I'm one of the people.
Yep.
Oh. Ah,
Shouldn't be worried about that.
I mean, I'm just saying. I'm just wondering. All right, all right, all right. Hey y'all. Hey everybody.
Before we get started, can y'all hear us? We went a whole show one time without. I think it was without Christy's wife Mike working. She talked loud, so y'all probably couldn't tell the difference.
Uh-oh.
See,
All right. Can y'all hear us? Somebody give me a thumbs up or something. Let me know.
Uh oh, she said we can't hear.
Oh, let's say yes. Okay, there we go.
I heard you.
I know. She said yes.
I was like, we can hear.
Uh-huh.
My bad. I gotta wake up. You're gonna have to multitask.
Huh? Oh,
You're gonna
I
have to
need to be
multitask.
talking at the same time.
Yep.
All right.
My boy talk. That's not what I do. So yeah, yep. And you looking at numbers too? You need to hurry up
Right.
before you get mad and jump off.
All right, all right. Hey y'all. So we're gonna go on and get started. Yeah. Okay. All right. Thanks, Vanessa. Okay, so first of all, let's start here. Now, you know how when you're cooking and we're so accustomed now to using the non-stick pans and that type of thing, the Teflon pans. Well, there is such a thing called the Teflon flu, which comes from using cooking with the Teflon pans, the non-stick pans. So Teflon flu is a thing. People are getting Teflon flu right now. And so what happens is, when the Teflon, and I know we are real bad about that, when the Teflon, burns off or whatever, and so the longer, you have it, then the more chemicals come up off of it and can cause you to have or to get the Teflon flu. I never even knew that there was a thing. Like I never heard of that. But Teflon flu is a thing. So watch your, nonstick pans or whatever. At the end of the day, we should only be using pans and things like that for maybe they said 3 to 4 years. But I'm sure that we've had pans for probably 8, 9 years or more.
I don't think it's necessarily from the pan itself.
It's from the Teflon,
It's from the fume,
the fumes of Teflon.
from overcooking. Like them times when you left it on there, left it on the eye, and it's smoking.
Right.
Those fumes are what give you Teflon flu. You don't necessarily get it from cooking on an old Teflon pan. It's got to come from the fumes from the burning of that old Teflon.
Yeah.
So basically, if you burn the pan, I know we done burned our share of pan and kept the pan.
Yeah.
Well, if you burn the pan, then the fumes coming from the burning of that Teflon will give you the Teflon flu. But not just straight from using an old Teflon, or old, Teflon pan.
It's the burning of the fumes.
It's the fumes that you inhale.
Yeah.
That give you the Teflon flu.
Yeah. So just FYI, y'all, we need to Clyde, you're good. You're good. How you doing?
Basically, if you burn the pan, throw it away. But I don't think there's a shelf life on Teflon. As long as you don't burn it, then you should be all right.
Yeah. I think that it seems like when you Teflon, because it's nonstick, you tend to leave it on and just think, it's fine. And then till it burns. So there's that.
Oh no,
You don't think that?
I don't know. I ain't never thought that.
Oh, okay.
Burn is a burn is a burn.
You always knew that it was a Teflon flu situation.
No, I ain't know it was a Teflon flu situation,
Yeah.
but that don't mean just because it's Teflon don't mean that I can let it.
I'm not saying let it burn. I'm saying leave it on. But
if
you,
Teflon.
just So anyway, be careful out there. People who are cooking with nonstick pans or whatever, boiling stuff or whatever, and then you just kind of, man, I think about the eggs that have been put on to boil, and then we don't remember until they popping up in the ceiling. So that kind of thing. So
I like to know, has anybody caught Teflon flu? Because I'm sure everybody's burnt the pan or two. I know we don't burn countless pans over here.
Multiple.
Countless pans over here.
Yeah.
So it's like, who's getting it?
Right. Yeah. I don't know. Is anybody know anybody? You know anybody that has the Teflon flu or caught it before or whatever? Because I'm just like, how do you know you have it? What are the symptoms? I don't know. But anyway, it's a real thing. It's a flu. I did look for that. I did Google it, and Teflon flu is real. So there's that. So just FYI. Now, while I'm there on this cooking thing, so the
Fever,
cooking
chills,
spray.
headache,
Okay,
fatigue, muscle aches, dry cough.
There it is.
Basically, make you feel like you had a flu, but it's caused by your cookware.
There's the symptoms of the Teflon flu. So
okay, same as regular flu.
So there's I know everybody's familiar with the Pam spray, the Pam cooking spray. So did you know that Pam cooking spray, which we love to use for our pancakes and eggs and this, that, and the third or whatever, is essentially we're spraying lighter fluid. It is butane. It is not a cooking oil. It is butane that we are spraying on our pans and cooking with it. So essentially it's lighter fluid that we are just spraying on there, making, so your stuff will slide right on off. Well, yeah, we're eating lighter fluid. So there's that.
So Pam is not cooking oil. It never was cooking oil.
Right. Pam is butane. It's lighter fluid. So
it's got to be another kind of lighter fluid.
Because what? Because it's not flammable?
No, it's flammable.
Yeah, okay.
But lighter fluid comes out, first of all, it come out cold. Like if you ever had the butane things, I know I fill up my cigarette lighters or whatever, and it come out like super cold. It's not like, it's like it's an oil until it hits the air. Like as soon as it hit air, it like freeze up. Like I've filled up my cigarette lighter before, and the whole bottom part be cold. Like if it'll leak out that whole bottom part, and it'll freeze up sometimes. I've messed up some cigarette lighter. Yeah. But like when you spray it out on a pan, it don't.
I'm sure they have to be adding something to it that makes it, not do that maybe. So
do they put it in the ingredients? If I look in the back of the pan thing in there in the kitchen,
that's a good question. I don't know. But I'm just saying that, while we're out here cooking on Teflon and spraying Pam, we're getting Teflon flu and eating with lighter fluid. So there's that.
Butane and propane.
Yes.
That's what makes it spray out.
Okay, the propane. Right.
The chemical propellants do not make cooking sprays toxic.
Okay.
Maybe it's. I mean, it can't possibly be toxic because
I have as many years as we.
Yeah. Right. I'm talking about eggs. I overuse. I ain't even gonna lie. By the time I'm done, my pan is definitely non-stick. Oh.
Yeah. I mean, you know what, Clyde? why is the FDA allowing so many
I
things
don't
right
think it's
now?
enough. I don't think it's enough butane to be toxic.
Hmm.
I don't think it's, it's definitely not 100% butane.
Right,
Like butane in a lighter, that's 100% that's
right,
butane.
right. Butane, butane.
I think it's just enough for it to be able to spray out of, that can.
Hmm.
Um, might be toxic over time, maybe.
Yeah,
Even though I ain't never heard of nobody passing away
right,
from Pam
right, right.
overdose or something.
Yeah.
How in the world did that get approved? I mean, shoot, the FDA allows a certain amount of all kind of toxic
Hmm.
ingredients. As long as it's in low doses, then you can get by.
Right. So there's that.
But I don't know. Social media be yes, there's butane in there, but that don't necessarily make it the mixture toxic.
See, here's the thing, because I was listening to a guy said, he said, now think about this. A lot of the things that we used to eat back in the day, you know what I'm saying? It might have had these ingredients in there, right? But it wasn't to the degree they are now adding more toxics and chemicals and different things like that because there's a population control issue. Let's just put it out there. So a lot of these things that we eat and drink and whatever have more toxins. Chickens or whatever, the processing and all that, the chemicals that they're putting in this stuff, all of this stuff is more toxic than what it used to be. Because think about this. Did you grow up? You couldn't go in the house to get water. You had to drink out of the water, the water faucet outside, the water hose, right? Now, would you do that today?
No, no. I mean, I look. To be honest with you, I don't think I was drinking Ozark, or I don't think I was drinking um, the water that I drink. I drink bottled water now, of course, like everybody else.
Right, right, right.
Everybody's bougie now. But hell, I tasted the rubber when I was drinking it out the water hose outside. So it's like I don't know. I don't know. I don't think we were necessarily drinking clean water back in the day.
Right. I mean, we didn't, but the way the chemicals are now, so many more chemicals and toxins and stuff in this water. Like people be talking about how the water be, having a brownish color. I just not trying to drink no water hose water.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think our water here is in some cities, of course. Yeah, I think as far as the filtration of the water is probably horrible. I don't think it's with that. I don't think it's as bad in Fort Worth as it is in probably other cities.
Yeah.
But I think a lot of it is social media. I think people just be trying to go viral.
So
That's
you saying you don't think that the water has a lot of toxins or
I mean,
chemicals
when you say
and
water being toxic, yeah, I think water has more toxins in it than it had in the past.
right?
But when you talk about things like the foods that we eat and stuff like
Oh,
that,
you think foods don't have
yeah, I
a
think they
lot of chemicals?
definitely have toxins in them. But I think the key to going viral is, find, look at the back of your Pam can and be like, okay, we got a toxin in there or whatever. It's obviously not enough for it to be toxic. If it was, we'd be having death from Pam.
Death by Pam.
Yeah.
There's that.
But it's the difference between something having toxins in it and it being toxic.
Yeah.
I just don't. I don't know. I think a lot of it, like I think that Pam thing came from an Insta. Of course, it came from an Instagram post or whatever. Somebody, not necessarily a scientist, but it was just a quick way to go viral.
Hmm.
Clyde said we got to be careful of what deodorant we use. I heard that we can't use certain toilet paper. Certain toilet paper can give your can give your butthole cancer. Oh,
Well. Okay. What toilet paper is that?
oh.
Wow.
Look it up. You can have that on for your next week.
Uh, my goodness. Speaking of that, so they say let's say when you go to the bathroom And you know how sometimes we just sit and chill, like you looking at your social media, you know, while you're on the toilet, that can cause hemorrhoids. So if you are prone to get hemorrhoids, consider the amount of time that you're sitting on the toilet, just kind of chilling. You know what I'm saying? You're not really you're just sitting there and you on social media, and then by the time you get up, your feet done fell asleep or whatever, and that causes hemorrhoids. So there's that. Just FYI. So anyway, Johnny, let's play the one about the money video. Okay, y'all. So here's something that I want to we want to bring to y'all's attention. I mean, I'm sure we've heard this before, but just be aware of this that is happening.
All right. I don't know which one it is.
Oh, well, just play one. That one.
Someone is putting counterfeit money under the windshield wipers of vehicles parked in driveways. Deputies are warning people not to immediately approach their cars.
Traps you should never fall for in the hood. If you look closely, you can see there's a pile of cash on the windshield of this car. If you ever find or see a pile of cash on your car, you are in serious danger. This means that someone is watching you. Several reports all over the country have shown criminals that will use this tactic to steal your car.
The idea is for you to get into your car, start it, and then notice the $100.
Leave the car running, open the door, walk over and grab dollar bill, and they jump in behind the wheel.
Y'all be safe, bro.
Okay. So there you have it. Listen, if you see some money on your windshield, get in your car, drive off, keep going, and then stop way down the freeway somewhere and get that money. But don't get it soon as you see it, like be like, oh shoot, look at God, you know. No, just drive on and go home or whatever. If it hang on your windshield, good. If not, it was meant to be given to the homeless or somebody on the street. So, but don't be, you know, going right to pull that money off and you done got, you know, start your car. You ain't even paying attention. You like, oh my God, look at God. No, look at the fact that you need to go and get in that car and drive on off and check it down the street somewhere. Pull it off down the street.
That's dangerous. I wonder what city they doing that in.
Yeah. Because, you know, anybody see some money on their windshield, they going to be like, oh, shoot, look at there. Must have blew on my car. So, yeah. Don't do that.
That's
keep going.
Good trick.
As they said, it was in the hood. They said it was in the hood. So,
oh no, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Georgia.
So y'all be careful. You know what I'm saying? Like people these days are, you know, ruthless with the stuff that they doing to try to, you know, carjack and all kind of stuff like that. So you just got to be careful. Watch, you know, keep your head on a swivel. It's a shame that now just going to the grocery store can't just, you know, come out and, you know what I'm saying, get in your car, whatever. You got to be watching left to the right, you know, to keep your head turning. So
say that this thing started 10 years ago.
Yeah. So just saying, y'all, be careful out there. Be careful. Chanel said Walmart parking lot is the place that happens at the most. Wow. Walmart, also human trafficking. Yeah. Horrible.
Well, that's why you're glad you have a keyless car. If you don't have it on you, you can't drive off.
That's true. That's true. So, you know, at the end of the day, I guess, I wonder about that. So once if they get in and try to drive off without the key, then I think it just shuts off or whatever.
You get so far away.
Yeah.
From the fob.
Right. So initially they probably can drive off, but then it'll stop.
Yeah. It'll stop pretty quick on us. It's think it's like 30 feet.
Oh, is that what it is?
Because it's an NFC chip in the fob.
Right.
It's got about the same distance or whatever as a Bluetooth, which ain't that far.
Okay. Now I will say,
She said her car stay on until you turn it off.
Hey, well,
no, you said it will stay on unless you turn it off. So you're saying if somebody jump in, they don't have a fob on them, you had a fob in your pocket, they can just drive off and keep driving
until they turn it off. Yeah, Chanel said the same thing.
Chanel said she drove 5 miles and the car worked.
Wow.
It stops when you turn it off.
Yeah. See, that ain't right. You know what?
What kind of car you got, Shawnee B? What kind of car you got? What kind of car you got, Jacinta?
Something about that, because, just like in our situation, how, essentially the car should not even lock itself if your fob is in there. But I'm a witness to tell you that, yes, my car did. I think when I grabbed it to open it, I didn't get a good grab. And so it actually closed back and locked on me, like as if it thought somebody was trying to break in. And so here I am standing outside my car, my fob inside. So there's that.
She said she got a Chevy.
Yeah. I wonder about that sometimes, if I can get in and go, and then
do it give you, because yours give a ding. Yours do a ding thing, and if I'm not mistaken, it turned off on me before. But does it at least tell you that you don't have a fob on you, or it just stay on? Period. You can just go on business as usual. Shawnee B said she was in a rental. It was a 2024 Toyota Enterprise. Forgot to give me the key, and I drove all the way home, and it worked fine.
Wow. That's messed up. Did they bring you the key after that?
She just said, yeah, it'll say missing remote.
Mm-hmm.
Clyde said you have to hit the brake first to put it in gear. He said his car, it'll warn you to have your fob, or it won't go in gear. You're not going nowhere. That's GMC Yukon Denali. He said, heck no, she had to go back.
Wow.
How'd you go back? I mean, somebody took you back?
Wow. That's messed up. If they forgot to give you the key, that's their fault. Somebody should have been bringing that to you as a courtesy. I guess they don't care. Wow.
I don't know. You got to be pretty desperate, to try to jump in somebody's car while they getting the money out for they. I guess that'll probably be women or something. Because I know for me, I ain't gonna get too far out of my car. I ain't gonna be no walking around. Because I'm in a car similar to like Clyde talking about. I'm in a Suburban, so I got a step side. I'm gonna step out on the step side, reach over and grab it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not gonna leave too far of the car. They're gonna have to snatch me up out the car. Like, I'm not gonna get up, go around my door.
Well, but if it's in the middle of your windshield, if the money is under your windshield wiper, you can't reach it like that.
I guess if you put it under the second windshield wiper over there on the side.
Right. They gonna do it purposely where you got to get out.
I guess so.
I'm just gonna be like, woohoo, and I'm gonna keep driving. I'm not about to be reaching up. I done drove with stuff on my windshield before, so there's that. Hey.
I drive, yeah. I done drove a flyer. You put a flyer on my car, man.
Right. You don't even notice it today.
I'm saying if it's a couple $100 on there, but stuff like that don't happen to me no way. So if I see it on there, it's like, nigga,
then you know somebody tried to jack you.
Yeah, I would automatically be, wondering what the heck is going on. Somebody that stuck, a couple of hundreds up under there.
Right. My thing is this. Oh gosh. So I try to park in the light when, like, if I go at night or whatever, I try to park in the lightest area of, the parking thing. thing. And I always wonder, would somebody try something, you know what I'm saying, if you're like in a lit area. Now, supposedly at Walmart, they've got the security camera thing that's out in the parking lot or whatever. So to me, you would think that they wouldn't even try that, but I mean, I guess people will though, right?
Yeah. Desperate enough.
Yeah. I try to stay in a lit an area that's more lit than dark, because I mean, because I often think about, do I have something, like I don't have anything in my purse that I can defend myself.
Oh, well, just tell the world. Just tell everybody.
So there's that.
just tell the world, hey, I'm a target. Come get me. I don't carry
I'm not a target.
anything in my car.
I mean, but at this point, I guess I will have to. So now,
yeah, you just made yourself a pretty good target.
Oh,
you just got to find out where you are and where you be.
Well, I'm gonna make
what
sure
Walmart
that
you go to.
Come to the store with me. What was you finna say?
Well, okay. Now, if you said these folks don't care if it's dark or light outside, it's a price on your head. That's as far as the trafficking part, I believe that you was referring to.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, well, I mean, what can we do? What can we say?
Just don't get out and get that money.
Right. All right, so
She used to have an excursion with her short self, and someone tried to get in the other side when I pumped gas, but I started locking the doors because of the news advising and things like this.
Wow. Yeah, I guess people will try it, won't they? My. All right, y'all. So listen, first of all, now I'm gonna switch gears completely. So are y'all familiar with the term DEI, which is the term now, which is the quote unquote new N word, right? They use that term DEI to say basically that the way that you were chosen, Kamala, because you were a DEI hire kind of thing, right?
What does DEI stand for?
So somebody put that in the chat, the DEI. I can't remember exactly the words on it.
Oh man, you can't be talking about it, you don't know what it means.
I mean, it's easy to find it. It's the talk of the town.
But you don't know it.
But just look it up. Yeah, you always look everything else up.
I mean, you come on, man. You gotta
look.
All the news.
Okay, who don't know what DEI means? I know everybody.
You don't,
because it's something that
you don't.
I mean, I know what it is. If you say
a whole story on it.
Okay, so never mind that story.
No, give us a story. It's diversity, equity, and inclusion.
Well, you just could have said what it was instead of asking me. So anyway, so here's the thing, and I'm this really, it kind of bothered me.
It ain't wild enough to know what it means.
Listen, if you don't shut up. So when they there were the black reporters that interviewed Trump, right? And so one of them was asking, if he considered, if he agreed that Kamala was a DEI hire. And he was like, what does that mean or whatever? Like, basically he was really trying to push it out the way because he didn't want to answer that question. But my thing is that even if they considered her a DEI, she is more qualified than he is. Have y'all heard Trump, like, on the, on these speeches or whatever? He sounds really dumb. And I mean, and he's calling her, she's not intelligent. And it's like, do you listen to yourself? I mean, it is so, it's really getting on my nerves to hear him talk, and I try not to even pay attention to the things that he say, but he is very demeaning when it comes to, like, he's in a room full of black reporters and he's just talking noise, what I'm saying? He's just saying whatever he want to say, and talking crazy to all of these ladies who are women, I'm really disgusted about how that's going. And so now they've decided to get all these, black people who are quote unquote Trump supporters. I feel like they got to be paying these people. And they're coming and, saying things against, the whole situation, trying to make Trump look like he's, doing, so much for, has done or whatever. But what are y'all thoughts on the whole DEI situation? Because I hate the way they use that. And yes, it seems like it's racist, just the term.
Climate McGee said it's diversity. Did I say diversity or diversion? I hope I said diversity. Anyway, it says it's diversity, equity, and inclusion. He said our organizational framework would seek to promote the fair treatment and full participation of all people, particularly groups who have historically been underrepresented or subject to discrimination on the basis of identity or disability.
Right. Now, what did they used to call that? There used to be another word for it. Remember when they used to say
affirmative action?
Affirmative action, which I think they got rid of that word. They didn't want to be, using that word. So now they're saying
sound better than DEI.
Now, you say it sounds better than?
Uh-huh.
Hey.
Affirmative action don't even sound racial. Affirmative action is just
it's like
affirmative action. Right. Action. It's affirm.
We affirm you. Here's our action.
So
yeah, I mean, to me, I'm like this, at the end of the day, when they were, when there was a lot of affirmative action situations where it's like, okay, so a company has, 20 employees and 19 of them are white. Okay, affirmative action says, look, y'all better get somebody black on here to represent, or Mexican or whatever. So I'm like, hey, if that's what you got to do, and if I get hired based on that, then guess what?
What's the difference between that and DEI?
I mean, but they're making it a negative thing. They're saying that DEI is the new N word. So
affirmative action
they've taken away
affirmative action was.
But if you,
I guess that was the old N word.
Right? They never. You don't hear that anymore.
Well, that was the old N word.
So
are we just reading too far into it?
I mean, that's what they're saying is the new N word is DEI, because
I saw it. I mean, I saw it on somebody else to do N word, but I mean, I guess it can be if you want to describe it as the N word, but it ain't just about it ain't about just about niggas though.
You say it's saying the same thing.
What, affirmative action?
DEI saying affirmative action.
Yeah, but neither one of them was about just strictly niggas though.
I mean, I don't think it is. I mean, it's all, other races.
The city said now they have him to interview with Vance to clear up his miscommunication, basically save him. They do that a lot.
Uh-oh.
I said all this stuff they designed to move black folks away. Well, Major said Trump's fan base loves for his overbearing, demeaning behavior. They think he's gutsy for just blurting out crass comments in subtle settings.
Right. Because when he was, first of all, like the one reporter she was with ABC or from ABC, right? And so she was coming to the point with him. She was like, okay, so this is what you said, this and that. And he was like, oh, first of all, I think it's very rude that you don't even say hello, how you doing? It's like, get out of here. He was just wasting time and he never answered any questions. She said, okay, so what's the answer? And, he veer off to something else. That is what he does. He don't want to answer no questions. Anytime somebody coming to him with, hey, this is what we want to know. Can you answer the question? What are you going to do about this or that? We don't know what his plans are because he don't come and say anything. He don't get to the point with anything. And so, I mean, and then he's so rude when it comes to, first of all, black people, and then they're women. So it's a double X. But yeah, that's I just had to say that because I hate the way, and people don't even see that. It's like, wow, sir, you don't see how Trump is, because I see, these people that are still saying, oh, Trump this, Trump, yeah, whatever. And these are black people. But look at how he treated a room full of, black reporters, because he don't care. He don't care.
I think that a lot of black folks are not necessarily Trump supporters, but they're Republicans.
Okay, yeah.
And just like a lot of Democratic people, that they be like, vote straight ticket.
Right.
See, my own mama said it. Like, go straight ticket. And that's kind of the way they feel about Republicans. It's like Trump is part of the straight ticket. He's part of the Republican straight ticket. And I think that's one of the reasons why he said if he was going to run, he'd run Republican.
Right. Well, now there are 30 Republicans right now that have said we're not voting for Trump. We're endorsing Kamala. So
I think the way that you get a lot of us to switch over to Republican, you back some of our stuff we got going on. I know a few people, and I'm not going to just call out some names, but I know a lot of people that get backed by people who are Republicans. And it's like part of the reason that they got however much money from these Republican people, it was like, you got to go Republican.
Right.
And, for some of these people have grassroots organizations and stuff like that. And Republicans will come in with a wad full of money, and be like, well, that's not us. We're about this, we're about that, whatever. And, when we see the money, we're like, you know what? I'm listening.
Right. Right.
So, that's how they get some of us. I feel like.
I agree.
That's definitely how they get some of us.
Those comments.
I already got the comment.
Oh, you did? Oh, okay. So anyway, yeah, I mean, I just feel like, he's very rude towards, other races. And he always talking about this whole thing with there was a black woman trying to explain away his whole black jobs comment or whatever. Do you think that's racist to say that? What is a black job? And that's what they tried to ask him, on the reporters, the black reporters. They asked, they said, what do you mean by black jobs?
Hey, sound pretty racist to me.
Right.
Sound pretty racist to me. But I mean, I think a lot of these people say these things behind closed doors. And I think that's one of the things that, a lot of the Republicans admire about Trump is he say what they say right there in front of the mic.
Right.
These people say these things behind closed doors. They black jobs, of course. I know some Republicans have said, and they ain't say black jobs, they said nigga jobs.
Right.
So I think he just say, what a lot of people are thinking. I say, yeah, that is racist. This country racist, man. I don't care what you say. This country, at the core, I've always said it, at the core of this country is racist. It's run by, racist people, older racist people. So, and Trump represent, that racist element.
Yeah.
Most of our powers that be, are racist in one way or another.
Right. I guess the good thing, I'm saying good thing. So his running mate, the JD Vance dude, he is very dumb. I'm gonna say that, like, in his speaking, he just say whatever. He say some of the weirdest stuff, but his stance on, first of all, reproduction rights, and then he's calling basically people who don't have kids that they are cat. That's what he call them, cat women or something like that. He's saying if you don't have kids, then you should not be able to vote. Your vote shouldn't count as much as people with kids, because what are you voting for? So yeah, he says some stuff like, and you know what, you think that, well, look, as a vice president, does it really matter? You're a vice president. That's not a job that holds weight. But guess what? This right here, this situation with Biden and Kamala, it holds weight. it holds weight. You never know if the president may get sick. Then you got this crazy fool, that would be no, sir. No, sir.
Well, Major said, generally speaking, Democrats are weak, Republicans are greedy. Both parties suck. Okay, we need a political overhaul party-wise. I agree. I do. I agree. I feel like we need I just don't feel like nothing about American politics is actually for the American people. Maybe the American upper class, maybe a certain section of the middle class, but it's not for the people. It's definitely not for all people. These candidates, I don't know. I just feel like we could get some better I feel like we could get a better candidate than Kamala. I'm just gonna be real about it. I think we could get a candidate, better than Kamala. I'm not 100% on board with Kamala. I am 100% against Trump, so there's that. But I don't. It's too much. I don't want to say pander. It's too many hidden agendas in politics, and you don't get to hear about them until after they are already implemented. When you think about Clinton, he was good. 20 years later, we found out, the public found out that he was putting us in jail. That there was a whole, thing behind putting us in jail. 20 years ago, man, he done profited and everything. He done profited and rode off to the sunset 20 years ago. So it's like, I just feel like it's too many, underlying things that go on with politics. And that's I think from both parties. Because Bill and them they were Democrats.
Mm-hmm. I mean, it's at the end of the day,
it's almost the same. To me, it's almost the same as religion, man. It's like it's with religion, everybody got a God. They just serve differently. And for me, with politics, I think with me with politics, money is the God. And it's served different. Republicans, they, like you said, they're real greedy about it. Democrats, there's a sense of greed in there, but they want to spread it around. They want to find a way to take from the upper class and spread it around, to the middle and the lower class. And of course, the upper class ain't trying to hear that.
Right.
Clyde said racism is the spinal cord of America and that he shouldn't vote.
Now, according to Vance, yeah, that's how he feels. JD Vance feels like, you don't have no kids, then you really shouldn't have your vote shouldn't carry as much weight as people with children. So
wow.
I mean, he just feels like because you're not trying to make a difference in the the legacy of what's going on here. Like you let the buck stop with you, so then don't worry about voting because we voting for the future.
You always voting for the future. I feel like.
Yeah.
I feel like y'all. I mean you never voted for now.
I feel like what he's saying is not. It don't even make sense. But but that's who Trump chose as his running mate, and so. Just like I said, they try to say, well, the vice presidency doesn't hold, it's just basically just a formal office, just to have somebody there. But what if this person died, the president died, then the vice president has to take over, and we're gonna put what they call those, the nuclear codes in this dude's hands? Good Lord.
Who was Trump's running mate when he won?
What's the dude? What was the man? Oh gosh.
So you're basically looking at the same situation. Right?
Well, I mean, but now that dude, people were okay with him.
They were okay with Trump's running mate?
Yeah, the Republicans were. Last time. Is that what you talking about last time? Yeah, do y'all remember who Pence? Thank you. Yes, Pence. At the very end of the day, here's the thing. When they went to Pence and asked him to try to overturn, vote to overturn the election, Pence was like, man, no, that ain't even right. So, he you know what I'm saying, was trying to be partially fair about it. So,
well, I guess that's why he's not on the card this time around.
yeah, Trump was looking for somebody that was going to agree with him. So,
I mean, duh, he's supposed to.
I mean, he found a fool, that's for sure. Anyway, so let's go to this next video. Okay, so y'all, I just want y'all to be aware of what?
I'm waiting on your cue. You'll be aware of
the next video is gonna show so there is this guy who says he's a time traveler, right? And so he has some predictions and of some things that he says are going to happen, one of which is going to be right around the corner here in August. So check this out. Okay, did y'all see what he said is supposed to be happening August 11th? That one of the hey,
when are we gonna come back? Tupac, Biggie,
hey,
Mike Jack, Prince. If it's one of them, that'd be dope. That'd be dope.
Hey, so be on the watch out for that. Like that would be real special. He said, huh?
Yeah, Misha said, I hope it's Pop. And she said she time travel too, so she believe him.
Oh,
you
gosh.
saw it too?
Wow. Wow.
What was the other? Was August, September? What's supposed to happen in September? I don't think I cared about the September one, so I don't really remember it.
Yeah, September was something that wasn't as it was something that they're gonna find a whale or
yeah, a big old whale,
some animal in the sea that's
Goliath Ladon, I think it was gonna be called.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
That just sounds like a lot of tuna fish to me.
Oh my gosh.
And then Clyde, I hope it's Prince or Jay Dilla.
Oh my goodness.
And then Alabama, I guess you're gonna be trying to get down to Alabama in November.
My God, today they talking about 580 miles of wind. We talking about 580 miles an hour wind. Oh my God. If you live in Alabama right now, listen, just be prepared. Okay. Yes.
We'll see.
Yeah.
Either this person is going to be a certified time traveler or we'll never listen to him again.
There you go. Right there. So April 11, I believe it was, right? Was it April 11 or April 8?
When?
That the artist who is supposedly
that's August. August 11.
I mean, I'm sorry. August
that's
11.
Sunday. Yeah, with that one coming right around the corner. It's gonna be Sunday.
Here we go. Y'all be looking out. And then remember, you heard it here first, right?
With global warming, the icebergs are melting, so it's quite likely they'll see that sea creature.
Right there.
The sea creature might have been frozen. Old dinosaur, something was frozen. I don't know. Come back.
There you go.
Unfreeze.
There you go. So we're gonna be watching out for those things right there.
I mean, I'm gonna be watching out on the 11th for sure. Man, if nothing happened on the 11th, then I'm gonna go ahead and discount that video before.
But if it does, then y'all remember you heard it here first. Okay, so there's that. There is that. Listen, have anybody ever heard of the term jinkum? Jinkum. So you ever heard of that? So jinkum is when people will poop in a jar and then they cover it up, right? And let it sit for hours. And so what happens is it, gathers fumes and all of that. And then they'll come back in a couple of hours, open the jar and sniff it. And it gets them high, like a drug. So people out here pooping in a jar and let it sit for a while, come back, sniff it because the fumes from it will get you high. That is called jinkum. So there's a new term for you, jinkum.
What up, Rolo?
Hey, Rolo.
Appreciate you coming out there to Maya, man. I saw him. I think it was on a Friday this last time. I know he came out on a Sunday one time.
Oh, okay. So y'all, there, just if you hadn't heard of that, jinkum, that's what's happening. Okay. All right. So, or that. Rolo said that could be a bacterial infection waiting to happen. Hey, that or jinkum.
Oh, he said you only come on Sundays.
Oh, okay. I haven't seen that.
Don't be putting me out there on Friday nights.
Okay.
My bad.
Get out of here with that.
Well, I saw him a couple of times, so it had to be 2 Sundays.
Wow. All right. Okay. So, one more video. Here we go. The power grid video. So y'all, they're saying that, there's a warning that we might get a power grid collapse. So y'all take a listen to this.
Someone is putting counterfeit money under the windshield wipers of vehicles parked in driveways. Deputies are warning people not to immediately approach their cars.
Traps.
I seen the most nastiest video the other day on TikTok. This Capri Sun video.
You ain't sent it to me.
I did.
Oh, yeah.
Oh gosh. What was that one?
That was a Capri Sun.
Okay,
I got another one on the food.
Huh?
We got another one on the food. I didn't get one.
Okay, we're just gonna do that one then. Okay. All right, y'all. So we're gonna go to this one because this.
I seen the most nastiest video the other day on TikTok. This Capri Sun video. These people open a Capri Sun and pour it on. A bunch of nasty. And you know what? I'd be drinking these Capri Suns, not knowing what's inside of it. So you know what, guys? I just got a box of Capri Suns and I'm about to check this out. Those are ants. Those are bugs.
I encourage everybody to go home or go buy you some Capri Sun and cut them up and check them out. I've done it before. I ain't see all that. Some stuff.
You cut well, how many open?
I just did like 1 or 2 of them.
Right. So
That's
I don't
we
think
just did 2 of them.
Right. Well, you got 2 bad ones.
2 for 2, huh?
Maybe I don't know. But hey, this stuff ain't no telling what's in the stuff we drink. We don't, that's something that you don't necessarily cut it open. You just stick that straw in there and start drinking it, right? And just to think about that is very gross to me. To think about that, you can be drinking some stuff that's gross. It's gross.
That's another one of them attempts to go viral.
Well, there's that. So anyway,
did he show the bowl beforehand? I didn't see that. Did he show the bowl before? Did he show us a clean bowl and then pour that stuff in?
No.
Another attempt to go viral.
So you're saying we don't know? But that was. What about what happened before that?
What you mean?
Before he did it,
he definitely didn't show the bowl. You're gonna have to show me the bowl and everything for me. I don't know. I'm not that quick. Not that quick to trust stuff like that.
Yeah.
Like you're gonna have to keep that camera on. You know what I'm saying? Flip that bowl over, sit it down, pour that stuff in there. Then you know what I'm saying?
You're gonna see all of it.
Because
okay.
I edit.
I get it. I
edit video myself, and it's like
understand. seeing.
Yeah.
Dean Manuscript. He said, flies in the city. All right, all right.
Appreciate it. Yeah, Rolo. Yeah, check it out. He said your grandbabies be drinking them. I'm thinking all our grandbabies be drinking. Hell, I drink them every now and again. Want something quick to drink real quick.
I wonder if you freeze them, like, you know what I'm saying, put them in the freezer and let them get real cold, if whatever's in there
It ain't gonna disintegrate.
will freeze up. I don't know.
Yeah, it ain't gonna disintegrate. It'll die, but it's still when you cut it up and pour it out, it's gonna it's gonna come out. There's nothing gonna make it just disappear.
Oh,
you know what I'm saying?
This is gross to look at. Like,
I mean, right there, Rolo. Not easily persuaded. It's going. I have to see it. I don't know. I'm not. Man, social media. You know. I don't know. I can't jump on board with everything social media. And nowadays with the CGI and stuff like that, AI stuff, it's hard to believe anything on social media nowadays.
yeah. Did y'all see the picture where they had Trump surrounded by like all these black women, and then when you zoom in on the pictures, you can see that they have actually put these black women face bodies over some white ladies with AI. And you can look at Trump's hair, it's all neat and red color and, you know, full, and you can see there's AI. So,
well, we're drinking Capri Suns. We're drinking Capri Suns, man. At least that's what we're talking about.
Yeah.
Or not drinking Capri Suns, depending on your point of view.
And then, you know, they're saying that these Capri Suns, that you got to watch it because some of the ingredients, or should I say some of the stuff that's coming out of these Capri Suns, once they're, you know, cracked open, don't be just drink. So there's that.
I've seen some of that. I don't know about grains. It's to me, it's like, I don't know, Kool-Aid powder or something, you know, in the bottom of the Capri Sun. I saw something like that. To me, I know for me, it seemed like no matter what flavor Capri Sun you get, they all yellow. They all like a yellowish orange like color. Don't even matter.
There's a video showing what they do to make those. So yeah, and they do start out a yellow. So what can you do? Okay, so listen, have you heard the term when people are saying, you know, if you are somebody who don't really pay attention to this, if I speak to somebody in the morning, I'm saying good morning, and then people come back and be like grand rising. So you ever heard that?
What, grand rising?
I mean, the fact that of why they're saying that. Yeah, anybody ever explain that to you?
No, they said a good morning is supposed to be racist.
Yes, indeed. They're saying that the good morning is something that the slave masters used, right? That's what they, you know, used when they were basically after they had beat or, you know, whipped or whatever, somebody black or whatever. And then they'd be like, look, okay, good morning. Like, you know, basically to say this is a good morning because, you know, we done did this to, you know, some slaves or whatever. And so people are like, don't use that term. That, you know what I'm saying, that is not what we're supposed to be saying. We should say grand rising. So, hey.
If that's the case, we shouldn't be using.
I thought it was Muslim, but I guess not.
What, grand rising?
Yeah.
That's a black thing. That's a woke.
Oh, okay.
Woke thing.
Okay.
But I don't know. The term good morning, I don't know. Sometimes we just make anything racist, man. I don't know. It's a slave owners to mourning parents after their children were sold.
Oh.
Rolo's asking, like they're mourning. It's all about intent.
See, I used to, okay, so back in the day, and I'm sure that most of y'all probably never even, there was a movie called Singing in the Rain. And so one of the songs was good morning, it's great to stay up late. I never thought about associating that with a whole slavery movement. I just didn't. But you know, I guess I'm not woke.
I ain't either. Morning is fine, and what we are raised on. Don't fall for the okie doke. So morning is fine, just not good morning.
Oh, okay. So we can say morning, but not good morning. Okay. So I don't know.
I don't know. When people greet me or whatever, I don't really talk to anybody and they be like grand rising. But if somebody send me a message in the morning on Messenger or something, or I'm the Telegram groups I'm in, and them where you greet everybody, it's like grand rising. But for me, if you greet me like that, it kind of give me insight on who you are from Jump Street. You probably half woke somewhere. Either you are woke or claim to be woke or play woke.
Well, is woke a bad thing?
I can't really say.
Yeah.
I used to think it was a good thing across the board, but after dealing with woke folks exclusively for a while, you got to be careful. You got to be careful. You got to be woke.
Well, is that kind of like good?
Yeah, you got to be. You got to be woke. All woke. I mean, if we was really woke, man, why we can't work together?
I don't know. We got to ask some grand risers.
That's one of my biggest things. If we really woke, why we can't work together? Because we're all looking for the betterment of our people, but we split up when we look at the methods that we use for the betterment of our people. That's what we kind of like denominations, religious denominations. That's what we split up at.
Right.
But if the greater cause, if the larger cause, the bigger picture is the betterment of our people, if who's really woke, I feel like we should be able to all get together.
Yeah. Well, really I mean, woke. I guess I don't think it's enough of us that are woke. Maybe that's the problem.
I mean, even amongst the woke people, you have bickering and hierarchies, and so it's like that's what really turned me away from the whole woke movement.
Yeah.
Because it ain't a whole lot different. It's almost like when you talk about the church. You look at the church and they be like, the church ain't too much different from the world. Same thing with the woke community. It ain't different. Ain't too much different from the world. Rolo said, well, let's go to the Rip said, supposedly because parents have been crying over all night over their children. So good morning was an oxymoron and a slap in the face of those parents. Well, they're either fine distraction tactic. It's about your intent and demeanor as far as a good morning. Well, that's what I figure. It's like if I say good, I don't know. If I say good morning, I mean good morning. I hope you're having a good morning. I ain't beat no slaves last night. You know what I'm saying? So for me, it just means good morning. I don't know. Rose said some folks so woke they sleep. Judge said words with intent. If you know what you are using them for, then it goes either way. I mean, if you use words with the intent of some evil stuff, then that's what you get. Rose said, we so woke, why we keep getting fooled by them? And who is them in the first place? Look here. Look here.
Them is they. So
I find myself asking Chris that all the time. Who is them? Who is they?
Hey, there you go.
If you use words with the intent of evil stuff, that's what you're gonna get. That's the way I see it. But I guess if you use it, I guess for those people who use it and they have a underlying meaning for it, underlying intent. So I guess
I have a lady that I communicate with, and I'll be like, "Hey, good morning," and so she'll send back to me. She'll say, "Grand Rising, Queen," something. And I'm like, okay, and then when I saw this today, that the whole good morning thing was a racist term, I was like, oh, okay, so maybe that's why she go hard with that.
There was a point in time when I felt to me uplifting when somebody would be like Grand Rising King, you know, hey
That's why I thought it
King,
was
stuff like that. It was like an uplifting situation. But
ta-da,
yeah,
like, you know, some Nigerian type something. I don't know. That's what
wow,
I just thought it was
wow,
something,
someone
you know.
from Zamunda, huh?
Yes, I did. I did.
I mean, it's kind of like that because it's, you kind of uplifting your people, you uplifting, you know, your fellow man.
Right. Right. Because here's my question. Do white people say grand rising?
Mhm.
Is that a white term, or can it be used multiracial? Like, you know what I'm
No,
saying? Can I tell a white person, hey, grand rising? You know,
um,
I mean,
I
I don't
guess you
know.
can if you want to.
But I'm saying, would that make sense to a white, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
White
I
person.
mean, I don't know. I don't know if they necessarily need uplifting. Like this, they country, they uplifted just by being born here. They don't necessarily need. They don't need that pick me up, in my
I guess
opinion.
so. I guess
You know,
so.
I think we use it because I think we need a pick me up at all times. You know, the foot is always on our neck.
Hey,
Always, we born with the foot on our neck.
my,
So I just feel like Grand Rising, you know, kind of give you that pick me up. But after encountering so many different variations of woke folks, now Grand Rising's like, oh Lord,
What you got going
right,
on? Right.
man, is he woke? Is he fake woke? Some of
Right.
these people is woke when they want to be, and you know, switch over to something totally different. I mean, the same thing as the church. You know, some people are Christians when they want to be, and you know, will cuss you out in the next sentence.
Right.
So, and I'm one of them people, so don't get it twisted.
There you have it. You heard it here.
But that same thing in the woke community, it's like that's why I went ahead and kind of stepped away from that whole situation. I mean, I might be woke in some aspects, but not in all aspects.
Okay, so here's my question. Like, uh, Bible now. So what do they teach? Because I feel like that is the term they would use.
I mean, Bob was woke.
Okay. Okay. Well, then there you go.
I can see it definitely. He definitely. I've heard him use that term and many other terms, but he lived it for real, like
Okay.
24 hours a day. You know, he said I wouldn't be like, oh Lord, this nigga. That wouldn't be the situation because
Right.
you know anybody who know Baba, you know, of course we're talking about Baba, I mean, but anybody who know him, you know he about that life for real.
Yeah. Shout out to Baba and
In
Koyo.
Koye,
Yeah.
yeah. I want to say in Koye, in Koyo, not Kanye, in Koyo.
Shout out to y'all.
Yeah. He live, eat, and breathe that stuff right there, man. All the way down to education,
Right. Right.
finance, the whole 9 yards. So
Right.
you know, when I see something, but not everybody is like that. You know, but matter of fact, most of them not like that.
Right. Right.
Majority of them are not like that.
Right.
But shout out to people like him who show you how it's supposed to be. And if you really want to get into it, he can show you how it's supposed to be done.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. I wish we'd have had them on. They could have answered this question. How about that? So there's
Right.
that.
Man. Oh. Yeah, we need the extra 30 minutes though.
Right. Right.
Anyway, we got a good 15 minutes over at this point.
Are you gonna read their comment?
Yeah, I did.
Oh, you did?
Ain't no new one. What you looking at? What you see with me? Ain't that behind? Oh, wait a minute. My bad. Oh, I'm way behind. They'll say we ain't even gifts to be food anymore. What is that? Oh, we ain't got to be food anymore. Well said, why they keep manipulating us as we supposed to be the superior race? Oh, that's talking about part of this work. Yeah. Yeah. We woke. I don't know. It sure seems like we sleep. Well, let me see. Jared said, well, if it's some good old slave beating in the morning, then that's why they would say, right. Well, let's say be yourself, fuck with everybody else. Indeed. Well, I said we know Bob don't mean intent. Yeah, yeah. You like I said, if you from the Fort Worth or Dallas or now where I think it was in South Carolina now where he at in that area, you know, Bob, I mean, you know.
Right.
And just put up to 100. So there we go.
There we go.
Now
Thanks.
we're 16 minutes in at this point.
Wow. Okay, so we're gonna say it like this. First of all, listen, if you are out there and you don't know about the flyest couple in the city fashion show that's coming up August 25th, then you need to wake up. Let's start there. Get your tickets. Go look at my page, Johnny Page, find the link, get your tickets. Come on now, you don't want to miss it. You do not want to miss it. CC's Natural Jewelry will be in the house. Vanessa's Pound Cakes, Niecy's Necessities, hats, accessory. We got some good sponsors as well as some vendors, and so you got to be there or be L7. Anything else you want to say, Johnny Judah? All right, so we're gonna end it like this. In the words of do the right thing. Wake up.
Until next week. Indeed. I like same jazz time, same jazz channel. I like that one a little bit more. A little bit more. But regardless, we'll catch y'all next week. Right, 5. LOL, LOL, LOL. She gonna keep the finger up. Okay, we'll see ya.